Is good, everybody? It's your boy NoisySauce here, back with another live stream, and I'm going to be making a pop smoke type beat. This is gonna be bass heavy, it's gonna be drilly, and it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. So strap in, get ready, let's make some fire. So if you guys haven't seen me do this before, this is the template that I use for all of my beats. It's where I start everything. It changes over time, but it's pretty much the same. Just got a whole bunch of instruments that I use regularly, and we'll make everything else as we go. If you have any questions throughout the process, or if you're watching this in the future, feel free to hit me up on any of my social medias. I'm NoisySauce everywhere, and I'm also on you can hit me up on my email, noisysauce@gmail.com. I'm pretty happy to answer pretty much everything you got, so definitely get at me for that kind of stuff. We're gonna jump straight into it and start making a beat. So I'm gonna start this out. I'm gonna find a tempo that's kind of chill, like it'll be a bit quicker, but I'm gonna half time. Alright, about 123, and everything's going to be half time, so we're talking more around the 60 range for this one, but yeah, we're gonna call it. Yo, what's up, Eli Ravish? What's going on, Nightmare Beats, the Broke Man? What is going on? Hope you're all doing well. Loving the beats. I'm going to be making some pop smoke vibes today, some stuff that's a bit more drilly, so I hope you're ready for that. So the first sound I want to get is something a bit more like a kind of ambient washy sound that's got a little bit of texture to it. So I'm going to make that using a keyboard sound, and I'm going to get that keyboard sound from. Actually, I would normally go to my Arturia keys for this, but I'm going to go to Contact and bring up the Alicia Keys kit, the Alicia Keys keyboard, which Alicia's Keys it's called. This thing's like got some really cool tones to it, like just a nice sound. But I'm going to mess around with them a whole bunch. So let's go. Audience big auditorium. Now this is gonna sound real boring, but bear with me here. What's up, Anthony Games? How you doing, my G? Moneyman 118, what's up? I'm gonna put that down and see where we're at. Thanks for joining up today. Alright, so that's a really simple progression there, and this is going to kind of act as the backbone, because I feel like most of this beat is going to be based around the bass, the 808, the kind of like slidey drill sound that we're all good with. But I want to create the kind of structure that it's all going to sit on first. So we're starting with this keys line here, but we're going to mess it up something hardcore. So I'm going to start by distorting it quite a bit, crushing it, and how do I want to crush it is the question. I think I'm going to use the Devil Lock Deluxe from Sound Toys. This thing is pretty fire, and if we can just, yeah, that's loud. Fuck, sorry guys. I think I want to shorten the notes so that they're just the attack, and then I'll use the reverb to kind of act as the decay on it. So what I'm going to do here is just select all of these notes, go to functions, go to MIDI transform, and quantize note length. Oh no, not quantize note length. Sorry, that's not what I want to do. I want to go to, this is a little trick, fixed note length, and then you just like whatever it is, just select it. So yeah, that's kind of what I want there. So it's still got a little bit of hang, but like it's mostly in the decay. Now I can crush it a little bit more. Add a chorus in here. I think I'm going to add it before the crushing, just so we can get some like when you add a chorus, sometimes things like peak in the distortion if you add it before the distortion. It ends up sounding really cool. So I'm going to use, there's this chorus that somebody told me to use, this chorus setting that seems to be really cool. It's just like the stock chorus from Logic, and if you just chuck on pad enhancer, we've got some stuff going on here. I'm also going to add, so I'm just messing this sound up. This isn't supposed to sound like a piano anymore. I'm going to run this crystallizer, which is going to add some reverse delays. We're going to pitch them up an octave, and that's going to give this kind of sound. We've got like something that's pretty hectic. We're gonna run all of that through our Abbey Road Plates reverb, and this is just gonna like take it to the next level of fucked up. Right now it is 8:30 a.m. Here in sunny Melbourne, where it's not that sunny, but yeah, 8:30 a.m. What time is it for you, fam? What's everybody up to in the chat? I know I'm making a beat, but you know, we can still chat, we can still hang out. So I got that dry wet. Actually, you know what? I'm not fucking with this this reverb that much, only because I can't control it as well as I'd like to. So I'm going to jump over either Verb Suite Classics. I think I'm going to try the Lustrous Plates. This is another plate reverb. 6 p.m. Oh, okay, cool. keep telling me to make a frog type beat. I don't know what that is. Alright, cool. So we definitely got a sound going on there. I'm gonna add some drums in here. I'm gonna start with the a clap, I think, just like something kind of. I like that clap, but I want to. A frog is an animal. Okay. I hear ya. I'm just gonna chop the end off this so it kind of sounds a little bit more chopped up. And I'm gonna pitch it up so that and add that in there as well. And we're gonna mess with this sound a little bit more as we go, but let's just alright, so that I know that's a little bit hectic there, but we're gonna fuck with that a bit. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to run it through. Actually, I'll leave that thing there. I'm going to run it through the virtual mix rack from Slate and just give it a whole bunch of stuff to play with the sound. First thing I'm going to do is run a distressor compressor on it. Run the distortion up. Output down, input up. Attack, open, release closed. That's cool. I'm gonna run as well. Actually, no, I'm gonna run a saturator first. So this is already giving it some saturation. I'm gonna run a second one just to kind of layer off that peak there. And I'm gonna just pull up the. Actually, no, we're dealing with New York drill. Let's check this guy on there. So now we're getting a different sound. So this is it before. This is after. It's a little bit hectic. I like it. Although I tell you, the end of that snare drum, so there's a clap and a snare rock, and the snare drum's kind of coming through a little bit at the end. So I'm just going to shorten that as well. So it's like real tight. Add some other elements to get that vibe in. Alright, so that's yeah. Alright, let's add some EQ, and I'm just gonna go with the this. Wait, no, this is. Low lift? Nah, that's not what I want. I want this guy. I'm just going to rip out some of the high end. All the high end. Bump without it, and this with it. It's pretty loud, so I'm just going to turn that down and turn up its reverb. So we're taking away the tail. We're going to add a fake tail. Alright, so we're gonna add some trappy shakers up in here. Got any plans for a Lazarus mode beat make? What's up, Steve Woloshenko? How you doing? Lockie Collins, have you got any plans for a Lazarus mode beat make? I do not. I do not. I appreciate the question though. Yeah, you finished your beat already? Damn, I only just started. Sorry, I've got different chats. I got Facebook, I got Twitch, and I got YouTube all kind of talking to me at once, so this might sound weird, but I was having a competition, not a competition, me and this other DX Beats were both supposed to make a drill beat, and we jumped off at the same time, and he's already done, and I haven't even got the drums sorted, but I appreciate how quick you are, bro. Alright, so we're going to go 16th note triplets here. 8th note triplets. This is just kind of coming up with a bit of a kind of vibe. And yeah. Oh, no worries. Thanks so much, Grifter. I appreciate that. My Twitch handle is NoisySauce, all one word, Lockie Collins. Yes, definitely send me that. Send me that the beat that you made, and we'll review it up on Facebook. For everyone who's watching, I go on my Facebook, my NoisySauce Facebook page after this, and I do beat reviews and stuff and track reviews. So if you want to have your music heard, that is the place to go. That is the place to go. Actually, I'm gonna move these. Just kind of copy pasting stuff that I think fits. Yeah, there. It's not a hat. It's a shaker. This is all about getting this right. Oh, I wish there was a... Yeah, that's it. Yes, yes it is. No, sorry, my Facebook. If you're looking for me on Facebook, I'm facebook.com/NoisySauceBeats. That's where I be at. What's that? He wants to kill me. Alright, now I'm just going to copy the same progression across and just change it up slightly for this second half. Ba ba ba. Ba. So the second half is going to be a little bit busier. Hell yeah. Is it Davis? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it Davis or Dejvi? I apologize for saying that shit. And then this very last one, let's step it up a notch with some 30-second note triplets, just to kind of give us that trap vibe that we all love, we all know and love. Davis. Ah, cool. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's a pretty cool hat pattern there. Now it's a little bit. I'm gonna mess around with the sound a bit because I want it to kind of wash around quite well in this beat. So Roten Davis. Nice. Alright, so I'm gonna use chorus for this, and I'm gonna go with the Centaurus 2, which is a hella good chorus. This is my go-to for most of my chorus stuff, just because there's so many possibilities. Got 3 different chorus lines and LFOs and mixes and rates and phases and amplitudes. I don't really know how it works that well. All I know is there's some really cool presets. So it's kind of pushing it around the stereo field a bit there. And it's kind of made it very washy, so I'm just going to jump into the battery here and shorten the intro of it so that it's just a bit tighter. And then jump on this envelope here. Now it's kind of quiet now, but you can hear that. It's kind of cool. I wanted a hat that wasn't too overpowering or like bright or hitting. Lockie is my real name. I don't really go by it that much. Everybody just knows me as NoisySauce up in here. Alright, let's get some 808s happening up in here. that's a good question. My NoisySauce. Actually, it took me a while to come up with that name. I came up with it during the period, and it wasn't just an organic thing. I spent a lot of time thinking about what name I should call my business that was going to be the beat making business. Which I mean, I've been doing this for just over a year now, and so I didn't want to use my real name, Lockie, and my last name's Trash. It's just not a very good name for selling stuff, and I wanted something that people would remember. And I did a lot of study when it came to coming up with what makes a good name and what makes a memorable name and all that kind of stuff. And I wanted it to still have relevance to beats and what I was doing. So noisy, I mean, obviously, I'm making noise. Sauce, like everybody kind of like talks about like putting sauce on it. That's saucy. Like it's just like making it flavorful. Like it's just got like that connotation of in hip hop music and like I guess all rap music. All music is like kind of like, oh, throw some sauce on it, and I guess that's where I got the beat tag from as well. It's like throwing some sauce on that beat, which is obviously my beat tag. And another thing that I thought of when I was like studying what makes a good name is they said you should be able to like picture something in your head when you hear the name, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter like if it's right, like what one person pictures doesn't have to be what someone else pictures, but something should picture in your head when you hear a name. And I feel like the words NoisySauce kind of comes up with something in your head, whether it be like a bottle of sauce that's, I don't know, got a speaker on it, or like someone pouring out set musical notes out of a bottle, or something like that. And so I came up with that, and when I found that name, it stuck, and I told a few people, and they thought it was good. So that is how I came up with NoisySauce. Ah, bro. Man, I'm sorry you got banned from Kenny Beats' Discord server. You can definitely come and hang out with me. I'm a lot cooler than Kenny Beats. Not as popular, but I'm a lot cooler than he is. Alright, so this changing the second half. That's a good question. That 808 is not from a drum pack, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to manipulate this really soon. This 808 is actually a mini. It is a synthesized 808. Some dude was like, I don't like the sound of your voice, I'ma report you, and then you got banned. Bro. I'm sorry, like, that sucks. Yeah, that's no good. Kenny Beats is an asshole. Oh shit, I said that live. No, I love you, Kenny Beats. I actually watch The Cave quite a lot, and you're an inspiration for me. Don't ban my man though. Get Brandon Cousin back in there. Alright, I'm gonna keep making a beat. Anyway, so yeah, this 808 is actually I'll show you how I made this 808. A lot of people hide their drum sounds. Not me. I will tell you anything. This 808 is from the Mini V3 from Arturia. It is the 808 boom setting, which I can't remember what I've changed on it since I got the original one, but I've changed a couple of things. So it would be mostly like attack time, decay time, maybe a few of the filters and stuff, but yeah, it's that. And then I got this multi-pass here, which is by Kilohertz. This has got a setting called 808 Beef, and that's part of the Slate bundle, and that pushes it up quite a bit. So I'll show you what it sounds like. This is the 808 just by itself, like the synth, and then I add this guy in, and that's what kicks up the beef. I mean, it's called 808 Beef. I've probably changed a few things on this as well, so like that is what it be. And then I ran it into this decapitator, and I've gone to the T setting here and dropped the high cut off, pushed the tone up, which actually makes it darker. Don't know why. This steep button's on, and then just changed the mix. Although I don't know if I'm going to be using the decapitator. I've got something else that I want to use, but I'm going to be playing with this 808 quite a bit now. The first thing I want to do is turn on the glide, and what that's going to do is have it slide between notes real cool, and turn on the polyphony as well. How long the notes are held. So I'm just going to copy all the note lengths and just extend them a little bit so we get some glide. Since it comes out of a VST as its main source, it probably comes out way cleaner than a normal sample would. I don't know. I jump between whether I use VSTs or whether I use instruments or I use samples or I use a mix of both for my 808s. I've been using this type of 808 for quite a while now in various ways, but I just like the sound of this particular synth running through this lineup, and it's super versatile. Like, you can change the sound of it really quickly. So I'm going to get rid of this decapitator here, and I'm going to run a compressor. What's that beat spot? And I'm going to, I have a feeling that this is going to get a really cool sound. So this is Deflector by Sli-Fi or UBK, I can't remember which one. It's got both the labels there, and they're two different companies. And this has just got this setting. So want that real filth. So much, fam. I appreciate the follow. I'll follow you back once I get off this. Alright, so you can hear that 808 is getting pretty hectic. Yeah, so I definitely like that that sound of the deflector rather than the decapitator. I'm going to drop the decator. One thing I've just realized is I think I was recording the other day and I had my yeah, I gotta have bust this up again, my sample rate. No, I don't have RC20, but I do have some things that I do, like I use for wobble and sounds like that. So I do definitely want to get RC20. Alright, I'm going to add a kick in here as well. And this is, normally I have the kicks, well, a lot of the time I have the kicks following the 808s, but I'm going to change it up a bit with this one. Have I tried 808 World? Recommend RC20. Yeah, I've seen so many people using RC20. I definitely want to check that out. 808 World, I do not know of. I haven't seen that one. What is it? Is it an 808 sampler? Because I've got so many 808s right now that I don't I don't really want more choice. Although I do want RC20. I think that would be a really cool plugin to play around with. All right, so this kick, actually. I kind of just want it on the ones now that I'm looking at this. It's a bit too much everywhere else. Now this kick drum, it's already pretty hectic, but we're gonna make it a little bit more hectic. I'm gonna run this EQ called it's the Puig Tech. This guy, high frequency attenuation all the way up, so that's cutting out all the highs of this kick, and then low end boost 60 Hertz all the way up. That is just gonna give us some destruction up in there. And I'm also going to put some saturation in here. This is gonna not only act as a saturator, but also to pull down the volume a little bit. So you can tell that I'm giving this kick drum some heat. So I'm going to run the NLS channel here. Mic setting, really good for bass. Turn the main volume down because it's going to get hectic. And let's turn the drive all the way up. There we go. Listen to that. Without it, with it, filth. Love it. We're also going to give this a bunch of reverb. Which a lot of people hate putting reverb on kick drums, and to that I say, if it sounds good, do it. Synth doing that. That is what I want. Although I want to do it with step thingy. That's way too loud. So I'm going to build that. I know your balcony, yeah, I know. I don't know, and there were these girls looking at me while. All right, so for everyone who's sitting on the other in the other platforms, Davis just said, "Bro, I was sitting on my balcony, and there were these girls looking at me while I was making a beat, and it stressed me the fuck out." That's good, bro. That's the love you want to find. If they're interested in your beats, they'll be interested in your manhood. Damn it, it's the same thing. Alright, so this synth I got going on here is like really kind of piercing. It's kind of sitting on top of it. And I like how it kind of fights the main key sound a little bit there. Although I do think it might be better up an octave, but we'll be able to. Nah, I like it down there. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is add this step effect from Logic, and I'm going to turn off everything that they've got on because I'm going to be just using this filter thing that they got going on here. It's a good thing, bro. It's the sound. Actually, that's kind of close to what I wanted, but so I want. Actually, I kind of like that sound that it had. Although I'm just going to change this to be more like a ramp. Nah, I just want the womp, womp, womp. 2, 3. I'm gonna have these middle ones kind of real low here, just to kind of like almost like ghost notes. Yeah, it's cool. Alright, so we got that going on. I'm going to mess this up now because I've been messing everything up with saturation. Let's just tear it up with some Izotope Vinyl. Gonna crush it with some warp depth. Yo, Top Z432. Yes, I will check out one of your beats, but not on here. After this, go to my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/NoisySauceBeats, and I'm going to be doing a live stream where I do reviews live on there. So jump over to Facebook after this, after I finish up here, and I'll be doing that, and I do that every single day. So if you want me to check out beats and tracks and stuff like that, facebook.com/NoisySauceBeats, I will be up in there doing that. So yeah, definitely come hang out with me there. Alright, that's cool, but I need it to be a little bit wobblier, so I'm going to add some more modulation to it. I want it to kind of like kind of go to the sides, and what I'm going to use for that is the micro shift from our boys at Sound Toys, and they've got this guy here, which is super cool. I like setting 2. We've definitely got some stuff going on. It's actually fairly spacious. There's not that much happening here, but it's... sorry bro, I don't do reviews on this platform. I'm just here to make a beat. Alright, let's start arranging this thing. So I'm going to start by getting rid of all of those drums and stuff, and oh, that's not what I want. I just want the I'm just going to do 4 bars because I just want to have it kick in quite quickly. So let's... Alright, so then we're going to drop out that Moog. let's drop this when it says profit, but it's actually keyboard. Drop that down an octave and get rid of the 808s and the kicks and see how that sounds. And I'm just going to recolor this so that it's slightly different. See what we got. Okay. Oh shit. No, don't do that. Don't do that. So I've got like a kind of like verse intro going on there. I'm gonna jump back in here, get rid of the Moog. So it's gonna jump back up the octave, add those extra notes in, and get the 808 and the kick back in. I just want to try this real quick. Is jump the I know I dropped it down the octave before. I'm gonna jump it up the octave on this one and see what happens. Could be fire, could be trash. Oh yeah, push the kick up a little bit. I mean, it's already pretty hectic. I guess I could push it up a little bit. I mean, turning up the velocity and turning up the... If I turn up the velocity, it's just going to increase the distortion. So I'm just going to turn up the volume a little bit and see what... I mean, it's already pretty hectic. Back into the chorus. Drag these kicks like so they're just on the ones here for this little section here. I mean, it sounds pretty hectic over here. There's a lot of low end going on. I'm gonna have to do a test through my subs before I actually bounce this out, but in the headphones it's pretty hectic. Oh wait, did that? Cut off those drums at the very end there for this one. this second one, I'm going to get rid of the 808s, and I'm going to create a hat pattern with that. Is that the one that I've been using? Yeah, that's the one. Guns and stuff. Man, I love gun samples. I should definitely do that. I try not to add too much of stuff like that, just because I think people will add it if they want it. Beat is asking for it. It is definitely asking for some guns. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I think, oh shit. So I definitely want these. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I'm just gonna run them. Profit just by itself. It's not profit, it's keys. What I wanted to do there is just run that last note from this line, which was that super high pitched squeaky one. And then I'm just going to run the original profit from the start. Beautiful. That is, I mean, it's kind of crazy how little there is going on. It's all in the bass and the kick. I do want to add a gun sample. I just don't know if it's going to sound good or trash. So I'm going to add it, and if it sucks, we're going to get rid of it. So, thanks, bro. I haven't actually checked this, but I'm going to see if Battery has any gun samples in it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to find one. Like, it's hip-hop, bro. Like, why are there no gun samples in... Yeah, I don't know. I used... Oh, Jesus. That's not what I wanted to do. That's my desktop, everybody. it's just full of fucking trap drums and shit. Let's get back to Logic. I'm gonna save this. I haven't saved in a while. You're not gonna be able to see what I'm doing here because I'm just looking through my hard drive for a good old gun sample. I appreciate that. Damn, that would be awesome, bro. If you've got some gun samples you can send me, I'd be very happy with that. I used to have a whole bunch of gun samples, and I don't know where they went. I just lost them all somewhere, and they are no longer on my hard drive. But I do have a couple that are still kind of cool, and I've just got to find them. So what I hate playing samples straight off my computer because it always is way too loud. So I'm gonna drag this gun sample up in here. This is a Magnum 45. That's a pretty solid gun sample. But I'm gonna try a couple of other ones, just see what it's up. That one's less hectic than the other one, but I think it'll fit in the beat a little bit better. So that's a shotgun. I've got this machine gun one, which I'm guessing is going to be multiple shots. Yeah. Best way to get them is sampling YouTube gun videos. Ah, there you go. That's cool. Like that. Let's I'm gonna speed that up so that it fits in with the thing, but we're gonna try putting that sample in there. I think it's gonna work quite well actually. Try that. No, not that one. Let's try that again. I'm gonna fix this one. If you could still send them to me, that would be amazing. I do definitely need some more gun samples. Send them to NoisySauce@gmail.com. Alright, I'm going to fix up my terrible playing on this. And so, let's speed up that that sample a bit. I'm going to turn this way down because obviously this is like way too loud. So, actually, I thought we was going to have to speed it up. We're going to have to slow it down. Oh. No. No, I think 3 might be the one. Hard to hear where that. Maybe even one more. Let's try 6. No, I think 3 might be the one. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. too soon. Where is it? Perk. There we go. Oh, man. Way bad. Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate that. Getting the levels right. I don't want these too loud. Like, if you push them too loud, like. Now we're gonna have to put this on all of the choruses because, I mean, you can't have one chorus with gun samples, not the rest. Alright. Appreciate that the suggestion for gun samples. We got a cool sound. That's a little trick with gun samples. I don't know if you guys saw me do that, but I pitched down I pitched down the first gun sample just to kind of get it in time with the rhythm of the song. But I like pitching down gun samples anyway because it like kind of makes them sound way bigger and way more epic and just like it's like a giant gun really. And you probably saw that I also pitched down the second gun sample as well so that it also sounded way more epic and big and destructive. So I'm just going to relabel this guns. Okay. Where we at? We about to finish up this beat. We're going to delete these channels here. I'm going to delete all of the channels that I'm not using because I'm pretty stoked with where we're at right now. Even though there's legitimately like 2 melodic instruments and one and just like mostly drums going on up in here. I feel like this beat's like pretty tight. I don't like too much stuff going on because otherwise it just kind of like steals away from the creative process of actually making the track. Like for the rapper, you put too much shit in there and they're gonna be like, what am I gonna do with all this crap? Like, you got like 4 melodies already, where does the vocalist sit in? I remember reading up a thing on, well, not reading up, I was watching the deconstruct of Roddy Rich's The Box, and they were saying that the beat makers didn't put the that sample in, and if they did, Roddy Ricch probably wouldn't have taken the beat. He had to like take the beat, like it, and then use his own like, you know, put his own shit in there. Yeah. Gunshot samples when the beat's gonna hit hard. Alright, let's check out this, sorry, I've been talking. This is a riser that I'm going to chuck in there. This is my beat tag, and we're just going to hear what that sounds like. Nope. Over here.
Throwing some sauce on that beat. Throwing some sauce on that beat.
Rise is a little bit too loud. I'm going to turn that down.
Throwing some sauce on that beat.
Yes. Riser on every chorus. Risers are so underrated. Everyone should use risers. They just make everything sound a little bit more hectic as they're coming into a chorus. Hey. That's a good idea. Reverse gunshots. Alright, let's
Throwing some sauce on that beat.
There's too much guns. I think I'm going to take out every second one. I feel like it's just a little bit too much going on. Just have a listen to that. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's cool. I should definitely, man, I should use more gun samples. I'll grab the ones that you gave me. That's fucking awesome, man. I really appreciate that. Oh. No. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is do a little bit of master bus processing. So this is just going to be kind of doing a final mix, checking where my frequencies are at, adding a little bit of compression, a little bit of clipping, just to kind of yeah, just kind of overall checking of my mix and all that kind of stuff, and finalizing it. So this is my spectrum analyzer. It is the Pro Q2. It is just an EQ, but it's got a really cool spectrum analyzer. So you can see my 808s are way too loud. And the kicks also coming in too hot. Mixing wise, I feel like the I don't want to boost the cymbals that much, but I'm going to boost the overall high end on the mix using this master bus. Damn, that kick comes in so hard. Something about the snare that's kind of giving me the irrits. going to do is add a third snare. And the reason being is I want to add something that's got a little bit like a more organic low mid-range to it. No, I don't have the Fruity Soft clipper, unfortunately. I'll show you what I use in a sec. So that is not a very good snare to use. That's the one I want. Where is it? That one. Adds so much. Alright. That whole snare can come down a bit. Just a FL game. Nah, I'm Logic till I die, fam. Alright, this is just kind of taking the tops off, gluing it up a little bit, and also just showing me what's peaking, and we can just see that the kicks and the snares are really the ones that are giving some vibe, and the 808s are like pretty loud still. And then finally I got this clipper here, and this is my T-Rax clipper, and this is pretty much doing the same thing as the compressor, but just taking the peaks off, just the peaks, not compressing anything else. And I'll show you what that sounds like, and I'll turn your output down so I don't deafen y'all. So I'll tell you, like, I'll go into depth what I'm doing with the mastering. So this is my stereo out bus here that I got. This last plugin here, which is this guy here, is just telling me what's happening across the frequency range, and just like showing what's going on there. This is a compressor, and it's set to like really slow, like fairly slow attack. Like this is still kind of quick, like I think it's 10 milliseconds, yeah. So it's like a fairly slow attack actually, and the release is at 0.5 of a second, I think. So that's like medium. But what that does is it's just compressing, it's just adding a little bit of glue, and this is a really cool compressor for that. It's based off the SSL master bus compressor, the grey one. And it just kind of glues everything together a little bit, and also kind of brings stuff down when it's coming out too hard without affecting the overall energy of the track. The clipper is this is like a brick wall that no sound can get past that point. So it's like a limiter, but clipper is even more hectic than a limiter, and although this is a soft clipper, I've got it set to a pretty hectic setting here. And so what that's doing is any sound that like hits its limit here is going to it's going to clip it and it's going to take it off, which if you do that digitally, it'll add, and it is adding distortion, but it adds really bad distortion if you do it digitally. So what I'm using it as is like somewhere where I can do that, give it like a less harsh sound and push it up to a point where it's nice and loud without having to use a limiter. Some people like clippers more than limiters. I use them both, but for mastering beats, I just like to have this, and it just takes the tops off those like louder sounds. Which is just the kick, really. Happy with where that is. I've done a lot of talking today. Thanks guys for watching. I really Tupac or Eminem. Shit. Bro, like, are you talking about who's better out of Tupac or Eminem, or who I like more out of Tupac or Eminem? That's a hard one. Personally, if someone was like, hey, do you want to listen to Tupac or Eminem right now? I would probably say Eminem. I grew up listening to Eminem, so he definitely holds a soft spot in my heart for what, like, me growing up listening to rap music. So I definitely enjoy listening to Eminem more. I think he's, like, fucking funny as shit. He's an awesome lyricist, awesome. Like, he spits so good, his shit's funny, it's very entertaining. Although Tupac, like, who's better? Jesus, like, Tupac probably had more of a cultural impact than Eminem. Changed the scene a lot more. Had more things to say, I guess, in terms of making changes. Pun not intended. Yeah, I don't know. I try not to jump on who's better or worse, especially with people like Tupac and Eminem that are both like top 5 rappers. Like they've definitely both got their own merits and all that kind of shit. All right, I'm gonna play through this beat start to finish, so you guys can hear it exactly how it is. I'll make any final changes that I want to make throughout here, and then I'm going to be bouncing this out very soon and releasing it for sale. So it'll be up on my BeatStars. You can check it out. It'll be on my SoundCloud, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. It'll take a little bit. Yeah. I mean, Eminem's definitely got more of a sense of humor in his music as well. And man, I love Eminem. Like, so good. But I just not down to putting down our boy Tupac. R.I.P. All right, I'm gonna play this through start to finish. Check it out, see what you think. And after this, I'm gonna be up on my Facebook, facebook.com/NoisySauceBeats. I'm gonna be doing a live stream where I will be reviewing tracks. So if you want to have your beat reviewed or your track reviewed or whatever, definitely jump over to NoisySauceBeats on Facebook, and we will go through some tracks. All right, let's check this out.
Throwing some sauce on that beat.
is a beat done. That is a very violent sounding beat, especially with those guns. I really like the lo-fi that I did at the very end there, where I ran it through that vinyl plugin. For any of you guys who don't have that plugin, this one, which you've seen me use, I think 3 or 4 times on this beat alone. This is Izotope Vinyl, and it is free from Izotope. They give this one away, and it is so good for just wrecking your sound. I mean, if you've got RC20, you probably don't need this, but I just find it so quick to use, and it's just great for ripping shit up. So there's a little plug there for that that plugin. Plug for the plugin. I'm going to go now. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate having you on here. I hope you all have good music-filled, productive days, and I look forward to doing this again tomorrow. And if you are going to be jumping onto my Facebook Live, I look forward to seeing you there and listening to the music that you all have made and have sent to me. Peace out, everyone. Catch you later, and I'll catch... yeah.